Good day, your mentor, Narco speaking. Big opportunity this April. I'll be giving away free VIP daily setups. Yes, you heard that right. For the whole month of April, I'll be sending out premium trading setups. But here's the catch, it's only valid for the first 10 people. If you want to join, text me right now before the spots are gone. This is your chance to level up your trading game with high probability setups. What are you waiting for? Text me right now and let's get into the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be about external versus internal order flow. Okay, so basically external order flow is when price is constantly trending bearishly so on the higher time frame. Internal order flow is found within external order flow on the lower time frame. Okay, so in today's video we'll be mainly focusing on this pair NZD CAD, and let me just go to my time frame here. Okay, so we are mainly going to focus from where price is from here up until um here. Okay, so this is the range that we are going to focus on in today's video. Okay, so with the external order flow here, we can already see that this higher high has been violated, this higher low has been respected, this higher high is being violated, and this is our newly formed higher low. Okay, so these are the main points that we have. Okay, so now as for our order flow, we can also see that here on the higher time frame on the 2 daily chart, our supply areas are being respected. For instance, here the supply area was respected, price pushed to the downside, and price pushed to the downside, and then this high low here was formulated. Obviously, we are going to maybe look for our selling opportunities here, but then unfortunately price violated it. So whenever price violates our supply area here, this indicates that now this our supply areas are coming to an end, and our demand areas are now going to take control. Okay, so now with that being said, this here is now going to be our higher low, and then this here is going to be our higher high, and then now this here we can see that our demand area got respected here and price pushed to the upside. Okay, so with our external order flow we can see that we have a minimal numbers of supply or demand areas that we can take from. Okay, so hence why we have our internal order flow, whereas within these ranges here, within these order flows here, we can look for more trades like within this order flow. So this here is our external order flow, this here is our external order flow. So within these internal order flows here, we can look for more trades to take from. Okay, so within this order flow here, we can look for more trades to take from, and yeah. So let me just clear all these joins, and obviously focus it from here to here. Okay, so this here is our external order flow. So now I'm going to go to my 4-hour time frame. Okay, so let me do this, go to my 4-hour time frame. Okay, so starting from here, we can see that price has been, so starting from here, so we can see that now price has been violating our higher highs and respecting our higher lows, violating our higher highs and respecting our higher lows. Okay, so also here, this here is an order flow, this internal order flow. So with each and every time frame, there's always going to be an external and an internal order flow up until your 1 minute chart. Okay, but then in this video I'll be mainly focusing from my daily chart up until my 4 hour chart. Okay, so we can see that here there was this supply area, whereas we could take our trades from, I mean, demand area, but then price did not come near it. Price just turned above it. And also here we had this supply area, I mean demand area, but then price could not um, did not tap us in. Okay, also, but then when price violated this here, price also created this. So price respected this demand area and pushed to the upside. Okay, but then price did not quite violate our previous high. Okay, so that's also completely fine. And also here we can see that to show that this here is a bullish order flow, our demand areas are in control. Okay, so also here there was this confirmation demand area that we can take our demand areas and push price to the upside. And also if you can see here, there's also this demand area that price tapped us in and price pushed to the upside. And if we can go to our lower time frames, we are going to probably find more demand areas. Okay, but that's until when price now violates our this low here. Okay, or maybe, yeah, this, or maybe this low here. So once price violates one of these lows here, that's when price is going to change from our demand areas being in control and now our supply areas being controlled. Okay, so why this is called a change of character. Okay, so a change of trends. So whenever your higher low is violated in an uptrend, that indicates that now your uptrend is coming to an end and your downtrend is coming to a start. Okay, so if I can maybe delete these lines here, and now we are going to mainly focus on this bearish order flow here. Okay, so now focusing on this bearish order flow, now we are going to look for our supply areas. Okay, so this here is going to be our first supply area, whereas price now did not come near it. Price just pushed to the up to the downside, and then again there's going to be this supply area here. We can see that price tapped us in and price pushed to the downside, and now again we have this supply area, but price did not come near it, and again we have yeah, I think we have this supply area here. Price tapped us in and pushed to the downside, and then price retraced back. Okay, so this supply areas here, this bearish order flow here is going to respect all the supply areas. Okay, but then don't forget about your higher time frame perspective. Okay, so let me just quickly just jump into my 15-minute chart. Okay, let me just quickly jump into my 15-minute chart, show you something. Okay, unfortunately the data ends there, but then as you can see here, so as you can see here, these are valid supply areas, but then sometimes price is not going to tap into your come into your supply area, but sometimes price is just going to push to the downside. Okay, so a valid supply areas a valid supply or demand areas is engulfed by an engulfing candlestick. Okay, and there is imbalance below or above it. Okay, so that concludes on a supply or demand area. Okay, okay. So now moving back to our 2-day chart. Okay, So here on our 2-day chart, we can see that now price kept on uh, price kept on pushing to the downside, and then there's a time whereby price changed the character from this bearish trend to a bullish trend. Okay, so now let's move back to our 4-hour chart and let's see what we have. So basically, when price is in a bearish order flow, basically our lower highs are being respected and our lower lows are being violated, right? So in order for price to move from a bearish order flow to a bullish order flow, we need price to violate the previous what you call this, the previous lower high. Okay, so here as you can see, price created this previous lower high, and you can see that price violated it. So immediately when price does this, we know that price is now going to change from this bearish order flow to a bullish order flow. Okay, so again, if we can maybe move to the 5-hour chart. Okay, so here we can see that after price violated our, on the 8-hour chart, we can see that after price violated our previous lower high, now price created this beautiful demand area. But then unfortunately, we can see that now price just spiked us out and then pushed to the upside. Okay, but we can always get more entries from price being spiked out, from price spiking us out. So basically we can go to maybe our lower time frames and look for more entries or confirmation entries, I can say. Let me go to my 2-hour chart. So here, so unfortunately price does the same thing and just spikes us out our demand area here and then pushes price to the upside. But again, we're going to look for more confirmation entries. So this here is on the, I think this is on the 8-hour chart, and then this here is on the 2-hour chart, and then if we can look close here, let's go to our 15-minute chart. Oh, our 15-minute chart data point is not available, so let me do this. Go to my 2-hour chart and then use my replay tool to here. So yeah, this here is going to be my 2-hour demand area, which is violated again. Just price just spiked us out and then pushed to the upside. Kindly note that when price spikes your demand or supply area out and then pushes to the opposite direction, that doesn't necessarily mean that your demand or supply area has been violated. Okay, a demand or supply area is only violated when price violates the demand or supply area and then closes below or above it. Okay, so if price closed below this demand area, that would have meant that our demand area has been violated, right? So now moving on and looking for more confirmation entries, we have this beautiful demand area here, and we can see that now price does not um, spike us out. That is actually respects this demand area and pushes to the upside. Okay, so basically now this is going to be your trade that you're going to take, your entry, and this here is going to be your stop loss. So this is your 30-minute demand area. So if you can go back to our 4-hour chart, we have this. Okay, so taking your entries from here, these are going to be your take profits. Okay, so you're going to take your entries, and this is going to be your stop loss, and basically this here can be your take profit. Okay, so that's a 6.5 R if I am rounding it off. Okay, but then if now we are looking at a higher time frame perspective, an external order flow perspective, we can see that now, since now price violated this low here, price is probably going to come at this lower high here, respect it, and push to the downside. Okay, so if we can now expand our our long position to this high here, this is going to be a 15, maybe a 16 hour trade. Okay, but then we have to be in conscious of the supply area here. Okay, so now let's go to our 8 hour chart. So on our 8 hour chart, we have this beautiful supply area here, so we can take our take profits here just below our supply area, and this here is where we can maybe take our selling opportunities and to push price to the downside. So basically to push price to the downside. Okay, so now let's play price and see. Okay, so we can see that our take profit has been hit, and price has mitigated our 8 hour supply area, and price is currently pushing to the downside. Okay, so now I'm just going to delete this here and focus on this external order flow. Okay, so now since price has mitigated our 8 hour supply area here, our next take profit is going to be this one here. Okay, and then um our 8 hour supply area here, and this is going to be the start of a new order flow. Okay, so within the mitigation of the 8 hour supply area, we are going to look for an internal order flow, whereas we can take our lower time frame supply area supply entries. Okay, so and that's also going to be an internal order flow entry. Okay, so now let's move to our 1 hour chart and let's see what price is doing there. So here on the 1 hour chart, let me do this just to replay price to where price gets mitigated, right? So here on the 1 hour time frame, when I play price, we can see that price now mitigated our supply area, and we are going to wait for our higher low to be violated, right? So as our higher low is being violated there, we can see that now price approaches this beautiful supply area here that we can take our entries from. Okay, so basically we are going to take our entries from here and then hold up until the higher time frame low. Let's see what price does. Okay, so price pushes to the downside, but then unfortunately now price um, violates our supply area there and then push it to the downside. Okay, so but then let's play price and see what happens. So we can see that now price pushes to the downside and violates this low again here. Okay, so with that being said, now we have a new opportunity to take again. We have this beautiful supply area, whereas we can take our opportunities from our selling opportunities from. So these are going to be our sell limits from here, and this here is going to be our stop losses. Okay, so this here, this is a 1 hour supply area, and with that being said, we are going to take our trades from here, put our stop losses from here, and then we're going to hold this up until the daily low. But then let's see if price taps us in first. So price taps us in and then pushes to the downside there. Okay, and then now let's go to the daily the daily time frame and see. Okay, So I'm just going to expand this to here. So when I play price, so when you play price there, we can see that now price hits our take profit there, and our trade is complete. So now our trade being complete, this here is a 17-hour trade. Okay, so now our external order flow trade has been complete, and our internal, we took our entries based on our internal order flow. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so if you have learned something from this video, please kindly like and subscribe, comment if you have any questions, and yeah, also, if also again, if you want to kickstart your forex journey, kindly watch this video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.